My name's Stephen Silverbeard and welcome to my No Man's Sky Permadeath playthrough. Now, if you guys are following the channel, you'll be aware that I made a video a couple of days ago about the fact that whilst playing off camera, a random player got into my single player mode and killed me before I was even aware that they were there. To be honest, I've got no idea who that person was, and at the time I was really annoyed, and I made a video about the risks of PvP in relation to survival and permadeath mode. I've had a chance to calm down, guys. I haven't played No Man's Sky for a couple of days. In fact, I haven't played many games at all for a couple of days. I kind of took the weekend off, and now I've had time to sit back and take stock. I think that person actually did me a favour, in the sense that, well, I went looking at the videos I made of the next update in this series. I could see a disconnect, and I think that was coming through in the videos, and I also realised I made a mistake by jumping in cold in this series, because I should have been a bit more focused on getting the Let's Play sorted out, and I was drifting a bit, experimenting with the new features of the game. Now, the problem I need to do is to reconnect with this series if I'm going to keep it going, and I've come up with a solution. Before I talk about that solution, guys, big thank you for your comments and feedback and support over the incident. Very much appreciated. Now, a bit of background, guys. If you've been following the series for a long time, you'll be aware that this space station is located right out on the rim of a galaxy. I can't even remember the name of the galaxy, but we're about 4 or 5 galaxies in from the Euclid galaxy, where all the main action happens. And what I want to do is, we're obviously going to have to get a ship and the freighter completely all set up again for next, because as you can see here, we've got lots of obsolete, broken technology. And what I want to do is get all that set up. We're going to find a portal, and hopefully Hello Games will not affix the option where if you put in the first glyph 16 times, that will give us a jump to the center of the galaxy. And I think you know what's going to happen, guys. We're going to go to a new galaxy and start over. So to accomplish that, I need to get my ship set up and find my freighter. I'm not going to deploy my base in this galaxy anymore, because if I do deploy my base, I'm going to have to try and tear it down with all those resources. I'm going to use my archive base as a resource for the new galaxy. Hopefully you're going to appreciate this, and we're going to see what we can do. As I say, guys, a big thank you for your comments and feedback, especially the comment from Fork in the Road about using the hauler. That does make sense, because if I show you my ship, I think fighters now, with all the new tech upgrades, are going to have very restricted carry space. Fork in the Road's comment about getting a 48 slot hauler, S-class preferably, and getting enough tech in to make it defensible, whilst at the same time having enough space to act in a role of a general purpose ship, makes sense now. And I think this is going to be one of the advantages of the next update, that you'll be able to specialize ships, especially as that you're able, if you're down on a planet, you'll be able to call other ships down to you. So what you'll be able to do is make specialist fighters. Anyway, guys, let's get down to the game, and of course, the first thing we're going to do is explore this new space station. And we're just going to, first thing we're going to do is go looking for the orange and blue cubes and anything like that, because we're going to need some navigational aids if we're going to find a portal, because we're going to need to use a signal booster, and of course there's nothing here. I think we're going to come back to these guys. I mean, I can't do anything here because I'm maxed out on my suit capacity. Obviously we're going to put the techs in. 822. Now, actually, I had a message saying that I actually had a mission to put in. Let me just do this, guys. Yeah, return to mission agent. Mission agent is probably over there. Yeah. So I think we'll go over to that side, and we're just going to do the general routine and pick that up. Hopefully this mission agent will give me something good. Right, let's get in here. Hello, Consul Zowl. I must admit, I do feel a little bit more revitalised here. Killed a predator. 255,000. Vicky greets me. No, I'm not going to pick up any new missions. And any more cubes over here. So, anything else here? We're not doing very well. Okay. Let's just check out this side. And then maybe I think they've switched some of these plants back on again. There's some nanites over here. I'm sure some of these plants had stopped. Oh, that's a chair. Okay. Yeah, I think they'd actually stopped making some of these plants collectible again. I don't think we've got anything to trade. I don't know what to trade at the moment. Exosuit. Oh, I've got the sulfurine. I mean, I do need to clear some of this stuff here. And nope, nothing there. Of course, the teleporter doesn't work. Actually, I need to change my avatar as well. Oh, that's on the other side. So we're not off to the greatest of starts, guys. Actually, let's clear some of the tech out. Actually. Okay, only two. Wow, okay. See, different levels of tech. I think we can get this here. I mean, I made a mistake of selling all this off, and as people pointed out, in that you really want to keep this. Wow. I'm certainly getting a boost from nanites. I'm sure I didn't get that boost before. Oops. Actually, let's clear this all out then. The question is, am I going to store? So I've got some slots here. Okay. I think maybe we can shove some of these. Capacity. Okay. Space on my freighter. Got a little bit of space on the freighter, so could send some of these to the freighter. I mean, I'm not going to need them all immediately. I mean, okay, we can store more actually on the freighter. That's good. Right, let's keep taking these apart. I'm certainly gaining a lot of nanites, if nothing else. Sorry, this is probably a little bit boring, guys, but I think I've just discarded some by accident by thinking that they were the thing. That's probably not a good start. Never mind, guys, that's the way it goes. I've cleared the multi-tool. Clear these. Wow. I think I'm going to be able to turn this to my advantage in the sense of where we're going to be able to install the techs. So we should be able to. And I think in here we're certainly going to need some defensive shields and some upgrades. Right, so we cleared that out, and I think, well, let's get the avatar sorted out, because if any of you guys actually saw the few parts that I actually made when I started this series, I want to be a traveller. Certainly don't want that. And I can't remember, I think that's the one I was playing. Maybe we'll go this way. Looks a bit like, nah. And here we go. Oh, maybe that was it. I actually quite like this actually. Yeah, I actually like that. Armor. No, don't like that. Actually quite like that. Gloves. Let go. Actually quite like that. That goes with the armor. Actually quite like that. I mean, I probably will be changing things as we go along anyway, guys. Maybe that. And the backpack. Yep, I think that would do, guys. Right. Technology. Here we go, guys. Trade nanite clusters for blueprints. Shield lattice. Rocket boots. I mean, the rocket boots could be quite useful. Advanced jump capabilities. Nano stimulator. Exosuit movement upgrade. Hazard protection. Bat. Increases the base capacity of hazard protection systems, allow the user to spend longer without recharging. So is this a general option? Maybe not for the moment. I think I've got so much sodium, I don't think I actually need a hazard protection. What upgrade modules can we get? I like the idea of life support. Scatter blaster module, movement module. I mean, that could be useful. 304. Don't really want to go for that. Movement module. I mean, life support module could be quite good, although it's a B class. I think we'll get that. But I've got loads of nanites to spend, and just put them in as I do them. Right, so, and of course to install this tech you've actually got to click it to install it, and like press E, and I think we'll just drop that there. Got a remembrance stone. Right, let's see what this guy's got. What I'm looking for is just general all-round starter protection, mainly for my ship. Well, I certainly want the teleporter receiver. I wouldn't mind the armor, starship armor. I think a little bit of starship armor could help. I mean, that's not that big. Dyson pump, cyclotron, unlimited octopus. Okay. What was the equipment I've got on my starship? Down. I've got a photon cannon deflector shield, and we got a phase beam and a rocket launcher. Okay. And what have I got here? Actually, what technologies? I haven't actually checked. Got cobalt mirror, thank you. Antimatter. And could I make some antimatter? Yep. Okay. Put that in. Certainly want this teleporter receiver put in, because that will allow me to send stuff to and from the ship. Any weapons upgrades? Let's see what he's got in the way of upgrade modules. I'm not too worried about the shield module. I'm more interested in the higher level stuff, because I think Zane made a video saying that there's now a limit on how many upgrades you can apply to anything now. I mean, when they first started, it gave the impression that you could have as many as you wanted, but that's actually changed now. I think I'd like to upgrade my photon cannon. and the phase beam for 9. I mean, I'd love to get this in here. Actually, a plus 10% on the phase beam there. Oh, I certainly would like a boost on my pulse drive as well. How am I doing? Yeah, I've got loads of stuff here. That's a C class. C class. And that's another one on phase beam. Because I want to be in a position to be able to defend myself, guys, after what happened. So, right, let's just have a quick check. I think it was all the upgrades, wasn't it? Right. Make sure. Yeah, the photon cannon. I think we're going to. I think we'll have the pulse photon cannon upgrades over here. So we're just going to install that and come over. It's going to pulse engine module. That can. I think we're that in there. A phase beam, right. D E. That's going to give me a bit more clout. And again, just going to come here. E. Check the stats now. So it's giving me some shield absorption, a bit more damage potential on my phase beam, and this last guy. What have you got to offer me? Big nanite clusters for blueprints. I must admit, I was not particularly that impressed with the geology cannon. It doesn't seem to be an adequate replacement for the old plasma thrower. The large bore projectile launcher propels plasma shells designed for rapid ground excavation, charged with unstable flow. The whole creation may also damage nearby organic matter. Yeah, and that wasn't quite as good as I was hoping for. What we do need here, though, is we need to put some text in here. Right, we need the bulk caster, so we need carbon nanotubes. Actually, sorry about this, guys. Check it again. So I need some ion batteries. Oh, we need 2 and 5, so I actually need 5. So we need to make 5. To make 5 nanotubes. Let's get this sorted out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I think I'll probably install the bulk caster there. And I think I'll put the train manipulator above. So we've got the mining beam upgraded. So I've got this plasma launcher. Is that different from the other tech that we've just been looking at? I've got a plasma launcher on here. And if we look at the blueprints here, and that's a geology cannon. So is that 2 different techs? It's almost like it is 2 different techs, isn't it, guys? Shell greaser. I must admit, it's going to take quite a little while to get my head round all the different techs here. And I think currently now somebody actually says it's all procedurally generated. Now, get down here. That's actually going to, that's the scan radius. That's plus 5%. So what's the difference between that and that? I'm presuming this will give me more. It says geology cannon. I'm certainly going to get that. We got the nanites for it. The mining beam. I think we're going to pick that up. Give me a bit more clout for my there. I think we're going to pick that up as well. Plasma launcher module. Yep. And let's put this in, guys, and we'll see what we can do. Broadcaster module, and so we need to stack it. Maybe if we go that way, that's going to stack that way. That's good. And get back to here. I must admit, this is going to take some getting used to. Or maybe we'll just drop that in there, and that will connect these two up. I'm assuming that the proximity bonus is still going to work in this context. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But let's see. This is the plasma launcher. So we're certainly going to give that there. Plasma launcher, and I'm just going to install that. This is another scanner module. Oops. And I think we'll just drop that up here. So that should give us increased scanning capability. We've got a hot. Actually, we don't actually have a mining laser upgrade. Okay. I thought I'd actually got an upgrade for my mining laser. Obviously, I didn't. Sorry, this is taking a little bit while, guys. Mining beam, plasma launcher. So, biology cannon. Okay, we're gonna have to go with that. Because the nice thing about having the secondary upgrade, these types of upgrades, is you don't actually have to gather resources for them. Just do this, and it's a single one-off install. And should we give the Blaze Javelin a chart? Aggressive weapon attachment for multi-tool access fire. And now I'm going to stick with what I know for the short term, guys. What I'm going to do now is just have a check. We need an oxygen filter for put that on. That would give us some more protection. So we need an oxygen generator and a cobalt mirror. And I think if we go in here, there's some guys in here. And of course we've got a trading station in here. So game flip then. I've noticed since the next update came out that you do get a lot more quick flips. I've noticed it when you come into a space station as well, that you get this flip effect sometimes. So you can actually buy a technology module. Anything else? Pyrite? No, so there's nothing here. Microprocessor. Right. I don't know about there's any value in talking to these guys. So there's some blue cubes over there. Right, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Is navigation data, because if we're going to find a portal, we're going to have to use a signal booster to actually find it. See what's behind the locked doors. Get some stuff in here. Might as well grab it. I mean, we don't need the cash, but nip. Okay, nip. Kick nip is still in the game. That's good. Grab that. And thought I'd opened it. Condensed carbon. I think that's the. Okay. Dehydrogenated. And I suppose while I'm doing this, guys, I am going to talk about the the survival series that I'm going to start. I've kind of thought long and hard. I've been doing a short normal series. It's been interesting to do to learn the game, but I don't think it's got longevity. I have a feeling I'm going to get bored with it after a little while. Get relic, that's going to be useful because I can't remember collecting that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to get bored with the normal mode because it does come across as being a little bit too easy. What I want to do is I'm probably going to do one more part on the normal mode to get to the Atlas station, and then what I will do is start a survival series. Now I did do a one-off video for a survival start which involved me finding a cave, which at the time I said it was very lucky from that perspective. Yeah, we're going to start completely from scratch again with the survival mode, build up everything and put what I've learned about the next update into practice. We got cobalt there, but we don't have anything to buy a. Okay, I mean I could talk to these guys because I mean we would get yeah, can get some dialect help. I mean I'm not going to ask for directions because what I'm going to do is call my freighter. I think that's about it, guys. I think it's what we need to do now is actually move on and call the freighter, because by the end of this part I would like to have my freighter up and running. These planets are quite hostile. I don't think I've actually got any. No, my hyperdrive is empty. So let's call the freighter. And hopefully all my ships are going to be on here. I'm actually going to have to stop calling it a freighter because it's now actually a capital ship. And that, what I've just glimpsed, I don't think it's good. So we're just going to come in here, guys. No. Right, have I got any fuel? My freighter hyperdrive. Got enough for one jump. Got loads and loads of supplies here. Technology modules. Got some chromic metal. I think we're going to go and just do a jump, get to a new system, guys. I think I just want to leave this system. It's all part of the new broom. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. So we're just going to come up here. And for any of you who haven't played, this is the new freighter layout. And when you come through onto the bridge here, you no longer have to jump down off a railing. You can actually walk into a proper bridge area. Now, none of this can actually work until we've actually built a command center, but hopefully the hyperdrive will. And I don't want a custom waypoint. I'm going to go 3 explore. And for any of you guys not familiar with this series, I am right out on the edge of the galaxy, although I have drifted in a little bit. But as you can see here, if I come out here, I can no longer select planets, because on the edge of the galaxy is a zone where you can see planets but you can't actually fly to them. So this is where I am, and that is where we're going, the center. And you can see there we're 819,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy, which is more than 100,000 light years further out than if you are actually on a starter planet. I think when you start in the Euclid galaxy, when the game first starts, or when you go through a galaxy, you are thrown out roughly about 700,000 light years. Right, guys, I want to go to a GEC system because I've got loads of GEC relics, and I think to get through the portal we're actually going to need to use that. That's comfortable. That's it. You've only got one planet. That's no good. I want something with plenty of planets on. I think we're going to go with this one, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in there in the system. and I think that should give us enough potential to gather the resources we need and find a portal, which is the reason why I wanted 6 planets, and hopefully at least one of them would allow me to operate on it without having hostile sentinels crawling all over me. Right, to get the freighter base set up. Surprised I've forgotten already. Okay, get back here. We need 120 silver, 40 gold, 10 tritium. And actually, do I need any other techs? Just uranium. Okay. Basic techs. You need an oxygen filter. Actually, what I want to do is just have a quick check, because if any guys have been following my series, you'll be aware that I've got a habit of leaving these refiners all over the place. I think I've made quite a few and promptly left them. So we've actually got to build a base thing, so we need to get out in space and collect necessary items. Okay, maybe it is time to get out actually into space and actually do something. And all my ships are here. And to pick up on Fork on the Road's suggestion is I've got some pretty good. Wow, okay, it's not going to let me get here. Now I've got the trusty steed here, which I think is, yeah, I mean this is a 47 slot A class, so this is probably going to be the ship that I'm going to build up. I mean I haven't got any of the technology slots, so we could start to put in the various drives and weapon defenses into this, and obviously we're going to have to move out some of this stuff, but it makes sense that if you've got a ship this big, you can see with the technology slots and all this equipment, I can actually add in the various upgrades and all this items here. Obviously we're going to need the teleporter receiver as well installed on here, and that's the way I'm going to go forward, guys. I'm just going to trick this ship out. Obviously we're going to get rid of all the unnecessary resources and store them in our other haulers, and then my fighter ship will become purely defensive only. But before we do that, guys, I want to find my normal ship, and I mean I'll probably show you quick here. See, this is a class 47 plus 8 slots. Then I think over here this one is this is an A class 47 plus 8 as well, Appaloosa. Okay, I thought I had a C class one, sorry guys. So that it says they're all A class 4. No, they can't be. That doesn't make sense. Or I'm sure one of these was a C class. No, you're a B class 46 slot. Oh, so the game is telling me lies. Yeah, I thought starting to go a bit nuts there, guys. And so I think this one here is the smallest then. This is Champagne. You jump in Champagne. Yeah, this is a 40 slot C class, and you can see I've got the Gek relics and items in here. If I go to the exosuit cargo, I've got 2 Gek relics here. So if I pull the Gek relics back to the exosuit, oh, I could have sent them directly in that. Okay, high capacity. Guys, can just back over there. I think that can go into the starship at the moment in temporary storage. Right. And what we need to do now is get out and find some asteroids. I know this isn't going to be the most exciting stuff to watch, guys. Yeah, That's definitely got a bit more clout to it. Right guys, what I'm going to do is hang around here and actually mine off these items. Obviously, if you guys are all experienced players, you know the routine. And what's that there? This is a rare element. What we got there? Right, just gonna mine this up. One, that would give me the tritium to refuel, and eventually we'll have the silver to install our base commander. So I'll see you in a minute guys once I've actually got all this done. Right guys, we've got hostiles coming in, and I'm not going to run away from them. I'm in the kind of mood to actually. Where are you? Try part of my new resolution, guys, is that I actually want to get in the habit of trying out the rocket launchers. Yeah, I think upgrading the ship from the out of the boxes. I think we're. And yeah, the shield defences are working a lot better. I'm actually feeling a little bit more comfortable now. We've got some chromic metal. That's quite useful. Actually, while I'm here guys, seeing I'm right on top of the space station, I think what we're going to do is take a break from mining, and we're just going to go and check out the space station, because we still need to check out the blue and orange cubes. And you never know, we may get the resources to install the extra tech that I've got. What's it? Oh, we need an oxygen, whatever it's called. I'm just going to come out here. Let's go a quick Skype round the actual space station. What I will say guys is, except for very rare occasions, I will be sticking in first person, because it just doesn't feel right to be walking around in third person. Third person in ship works, but not in actual things. Shield lattice, hazard protection. It still doesn't grab me, guys. Movement module, so we can get another life support module. I actually quite like the idea of that. Wow. That'd be 437. Again, that says 10.4. That's 10.4. What's the difference between B and an S class? Well, I think we're getting that and getting to. I think we can take. I mean, for permadeath survival mode, having your environmental protection high is quite important, guys. I mean, I've got to be careful, I'm running low on nanites, so yeah. Large rocket tubes. I quite like the large rocket tubes. So obviously you don't get much choice, not particularly that interested in the hyperdrive. I wouldn't mind that. That's going to use up. I think we're going to go for extra shield protection. I think so. Install. Oh, great. Can I cancel? That gone back to. Wow, that was good. Oh, I thought I was going to lose it then, guys. So let's just come there. So right click cancels, and that's going to give me 1.8 shield protection. So I think that's going to be worth buying, and I don't think I've got much left in the way of nanites, so unless there's something really good. We've only got 270. I mean, I could push up the scanner module again. Yeah, I don't have that, so we could get a cheap scanner module in here. Yeah, let's go for it, guys. Might as well get the best we can. And I mean, I'm not gonna, must admit, guys, I'm gonna have no concerns about chucking stuff away as we go forward, because this is going to be very much about experimentation. It's in here. So I'm just gonna find the multi-tool, and I think just plug that in. So that should give me a really good boost to my, what's that, fauna analysis reward, 7,599%? Gotta be kidding me. Wow. And see what people mean by their comments there, and they said that you get a massive boost from actually having that involved, and you're going to make lots of money from it. Okay. What I'm looking for is, oh, cobalt mirror. I only want that. Okay, so we've got a cobalt mirror. We haven't got the oxygen, so it's the tech that needed the cobalt mirror. Oh, it was ship tech, wasn't it? So if we go to here, bit inclined, hook that up, and oops, will that pile up with? Yes, that does. So that's given an extra 0.1, because one thing about these technologies, guys, is that when it says 10%, that's always 10% of base, not 10% accumulated. So obviously the base is 1. This is giving me 40, 40%. Okay, then again, there must be another something else operating in this area as well. Yeah, well, we got a 9% from the shield. I think that gives me a base of 1.1, and then that adds up on top of that. That's the way I think it works, guys. It's a little bit cryptic in some ways. Anyway, let's just get in here. And, well, I'm not going to worry about that. There's nothing in there of resources. Right, let's get round, and what I'm after is the cubes. Any more cubes? Did I pick that one up over there? Just better go and check, otherwise I'm just going to come back and look at it. Right, we're going to go over the other side. I mean, I don't know whether the trade items will change between the two trading stations. I doubt it very much. Hello, Mr. Geck. What I will do is ask you guys, right, ask for directions. Give me somewhere nice to go, please. Signal detected. It's not much good. I need to make some thruster fuel as well. Ask for directions. Offers me directions to a place of interest. And that didn't send me anywhere. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it the hard way. Want to check this out, guys. Matic silver. Oh, there's some differences. Unstable plasma. Needs a month. I'm not going to buy any base resources just at the moment. Right, guys, what I'm going to do now is we'll just get back out into space. I mean, if I probably hang around here for a ship, we may get a different trading item. But what I'm going to do now is get back out and look for some more silver and gold. And I'll be back once I've actually got it. And then we're going to get our base up and running. Right, guys, I think I've got enough now. I've got 145 silver, 43 gold, and loads of tritium. So what we got to do now is find our freighter amongst all these other freighters. Okay, guys, here we are. We're up here, and we should be able to this. Cannot build, missing components. Well, I only want one, please. Now this opens up and makes my base available. We've got nothing here now, but what we will be able to do now is talk to these guys here. Not that I'm going to be doing any missions just at the moment. Let's have a quick look, view potential missions. Got an industrial expedition here. See what freighter I've got. I've got one industrial freighter. Probably sending that out on its own will be ridiculous, because as far as I know, that if you send out freighters by themselves, they invariably get shot up. Apologies to the person who left that comment. Well, I think we'll accept that. We've got loads of chromic. Okay, to deliver to secure depot. That's fine. I mean, I've got loads of chromic metal anyway, dashed away in various resources. And I do need to clear this area up. And the next thing I want to build, if I can remember where it is, I think it's in here, and it's the device that allows me to actually, yes, there it is, it's in here. Hopefully I'm going to have the resources to build this. This is the container that actually returns the stuff from my base that was actually taken apart when the next update come out. So we've got pure ferrite, carbon, pure ferrite, and hopefully the next thing I want to do, I mean, I'm not going to build a freighter base immediately. I need to get a handle on it. I must admit, I don't find this menu system particularly that intuitive, to be honest. Right, that's what I'm looking for. I would like to do. Gonna need magnetized ferrites. Okay. To make magnetized ferrite. I want to put my basic refiner up here, because it means that when I come in here I can actually just put it out or use it. I'm going to put a basic refiner here. I mean, eventually this metal plating, I do wish this game had the intelligence to say, right, you've got the resources to make a metal plate, so that you don't have to keep making it individually. But then again, I suppose that takes sort of the fun out of crafting. Oh, we've got some ammunition. Okay. Right, let's just do this. And come here. And there. Right. And transfer. Ferrite dust. I think magnetized ferrite, I actually need some of this stuff down here. I think if I can pull out this pure ferrite, if I transfer, wow. Okay, that should be enough. This might take a little while, guys, so I think what I'll do is I'll make some enough to put the first volts in. Right, pure ferrite. Yeah, magnetized ferrite. And begin that. Yeah, what I will do, guys, is I'll produce the first lot and put a few volts in, and then I'll put the rest in off camera, guys. And I think while that's actually running, I think what I will do is tidy up some of the junk that's in here. I don't think we can get anything else from here, so I think what we're going to do is just delete this. I don't think we're going to get anything from it, but I just want to clear this area up a bit. probably leave the... I don't think we're going to get anything out of these containers. Nope. Gonna delete, tidy this up. Leave the light in the center. Oh. Right, we've got some dense carbon. Nearly threw this away. And I think we're just going to delete these as well. That. I just want a nice clean working area here, so I can actually see what I need to do. Over the chromic metal, yeah. That'd be for the next part, guys. I'm more interested in. Yeah, well. And the main reason I want to build these storage vaults is that we can put some of this technology modules and various items into that. Again, once I've installed those storage modules, I will have a good sort out off camera, guys. Right, that's the exosuit. Might as well put some more pure. Oops, that's great. Let's put another big bunch in. And kick that off. I like the noise it makes actually. And what we're going to do, I think if we start roughly around here, because I want to put all 10 volts out. F up. Right, F. And we're just going to work around the room. Oh well. I thought I had more than... Okay. Anyway, we've got a few of these unlocked now. I've got Kelpsack in. It's probably not the best of... Right. Let's... What I want to do is... store some of these in here now. That's just going to open up the space on here. Probably pull out the pure ferrite back to here. Anyway guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. If you've got any comments, opinions on what I'm setting out to do in this Let's Play, I mean, if you think I'm wrong in carrying on, feel free to add a comment. And then what I will confirm, guys, is yes, I will be starting a survival series probably in 2 or 3 days time. I'll probably do one more part of the normal series to show the Atlas path, and then, as I say, I will move over to the survival mode. So feel free to add a comment, suggestions, tips, always welcome. And hopefully we will again get this Let's Play revitalized, have a sense of purpose, and move forward into the future. So on that note, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.